Hi everyone, it's me, Sailor Moon, Serena here, and today we're going to talk about if Sailor Moon had a Yule following or outstanding saga. And the answer would be yes and no. And a lot of folks would think, well, why did they not come up with one? Now, when I said yes and no, first it would be no, but for anyone who has ever watched any of the five followings of Sailor Moon, and that would be in the Viz world, or only the four followings of Sailor Moon in the Deacon Pioneer world would know that they didn't have a Yule outstanding saga. Now, we come to Sailor Moon S, the film Hearts on Ice, or In Ice, or On Ice, is the nearest thing that you get to it. Because it's set sometime in the 12th month, around there sometime. We can't say when. I mean, yes, we have snow, but then again, having snow doesn't. Well, yeah, you have snow. And when me and Sailor Mini Moon, Small Moon, Little Moon, Reenie are fighting the Snow Steppers, I am not kidding you. That is their name from. And when a red rose is first thrown and we look up, we think it's Santa Claus or Father Yule because that's what it looks like. The truth is, it was Tuxedo Max or Evening Hide, Evening Wear, Darien on a flying ship which had been casted to look like the sleigh with the reindeer. And he then says, wish everyone a happy Yule and a happy New Year. And that is the nearest you get to it. And yes, there are other little things that happen too. Yes, we are on break from Learn. Now, anyway, at the end of the day, a lot of folks would say, well, wasn't that something that was missing? Wasn't that something that they could have made? Yeah. But the only guess I can come up with is to why there was never a Yule following of my saga of my show. What happened to do to A, Naiko Takaguchi never came up with one in a book. She never wrote one and never drew any likenesses to go along with it, I guess. And that really never stopped Toei from coming up with things that didn't happen in the books but happened in a drawing show. But for whatever grounds, they just chose not to make one. And even if the films are offshooted from books themselves or standalones, I don't know. All I know is that Sailor Moon as Hearts on Ice is the only nearest thing you get to Sailor Moon Yule outstanding saga. Yeah, I mean they don't. I mean that's the nearest you get to it. And I think that was a missing opening. Now I know some folks are gonna say, but not everyone did Yule. Well, that's true that not everyone does the same holy days due to their unlikeness of their worship. That's true. But I believe it really had not to do with that and had to do more with that Naiko Takaguchi never came up with a book, a saga about Yule and about what happened on Yule with us. So I think to a lack of not having that, Toei couldn't put it in the drawing show. Now I guess they could have had because they took a lot of freedoms when it came to the drawing show. That's true, and they chose to put some of that into the film instead. So that's the nearest that you get to having a Sailor Moon, you know, Yule Outstanding Saga is the film, the two-way film, Sailor Moon S. The film Hearts on Ice is the only nearest thing you get to having that and Sailor Moon. Because you can go through, you can watch all 5 followings if you want to go by Viz, all 4 followings by Deke or Pioneer, and you aren't going to seek any Yule Outstanding Sagas and that. And if you think that, well, maybe the plays or the song plays, there could have been that, yeah. Most likely that is where a lot of it was off. Could it be there could have been a play or a song play out there that had it, and that might be maybe that's it. I don't know. All right, give this film a like, share and playlist it, and I'll see you later.